In the name of Allah, today we are going to present this video or presentation for the pre-university course, grade 11 and 12. Unit 1, which is talking about how to use the present simple, active and passive with the model can. The word can in English is for expressing the ability. We can use the passive also with can to express the ability. Let's take an example. When we say Google Glass takes pictures, this is active sentence. This is active sentence because the doer of the action or the subject of the sentence is really found in the correct place, which is the first part of the sentence. So when you ask a question like which thing that takes picture or pictures, the answer will be Google Glass. So this is active sentence. What can we say, or what shall we say if we use the word can? We say Google Glass can take pictures. Now we have very important thing for using the word can in the present simple. Number one, the word can precede the verb, and after the word can I must add the base form or the infinitive. I mean, we cannot say Google Glass can takes. This is not correct sentence. I have to say Google Glass can take pictures. I mean, the base form must be after the word can. The sentence is active sentence with can. It's active because the subject of the sentence is Google Glass and it's found in the first place of the sentence or the first part of the sentence. In this example, the word can express the ability to take photos or pictures. I mean, it's possible for Google Glass to take pictures. So this is the real meaning of the word can, to express the ability. The passive. What's the passive? The passive is the contrast or the opposite of the word active, and the real difference between active and passive in the structure of the sentence is in the structure of the sentence. For the active sentence, we have to start with the subject, but for the passive, the matter is different because we have to start with the object. We can use the passive voice with the word can to show the ability, because the word can generally expresses the ability. When you use the word can in active or passive sentence, this means you want to express the ability. But when you use it for the passive sentence, you use it without using the subject in the start of the sentence. I mean, you will not start your sentence with the subject, and this is the real difference between passive and active. If we want to use the word can in the passive voice for the present simple, we have a certain rule, and the rule is to start firstly with the object. So what's object? The object is the part of the sentence that is affected by the action of the sentence or the verb itself. So this is the object. Then you put the word can plus the word be, and finally you add the past participle. So what's past participle? Past participle is the third form of the verb. You know, in English we have three forms for the verb: the first, the second, and the third one. The third one is called the third conjugation, or the past participle. And the past participle in English is different from verb to another verb. I mean, we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. For the regular verbs, the past participle is with adding d or ed or ied to the verb, like the word play or the verb play. The past participle is played, like the verb watch. The past participle is watched, like the verb lock. The past participle is locked. But when it comes to some other verbs, which are the irregular ones, such the verb go, write, speak, the matter is different, because these verbs are different, and we have to keep the past participle of these verbs. So we can say go, went, gone. Gone is the past participle of the word go. Write, wrote, written. Written is the past participle of the verb write. Let's take a practice for using can with passive voice. When we say Google Glass downloads information, this is active sentence because the subject of the sentence is found in the start of the sentence. What shall we say to make it passive? We have to apply the rule, which is object. Where is the object? The object is the word information. Then we say, or we add can, and then the word be, and the past participle of the verb download. The verb download is a regular verb, so just we add ed to the verb to get the past participle. The answer will be information can be downloaded by Google Glass. This is a correct passive sentence. Another example. When we say Google Glass recognizes your voice, this is another active sentence because the subject of the sentence is the word Google Glass. If we want to get the passive voice of the sentence, we have to start with the object. So where is the object in this sentence? It's your voice, the part that is recognized, the thing that is recognized. So it's your voice. I have to start with it, and then I have to add can be, and the past participle of the verb recognize. The verb recognize is a regular verb also, so just we say your voice can be recognized by Google Glass. Number 3, when we say Google Glass can take pictures, this is an active sentence. What shall we say to make it passive? Where is the object? The object is the word pictures, so I have to start with it. Then can be, then the past participle of the word can. But pay attention to the verb take. The verb take is a irregular verb. I mean, you cannot add ed to this verb to get the past participle. So the answer will be pictures can be taken by Google Glass. This is a correct passive sentence. Let's take more practice for that. When we say people can wear Google Glass easily, this is active sentence. If we want to get the passive sentence of this structure, we have to apply the same rule, which is starting with the object plus can be plus the past participle? The answer will be Goggle glass can be worn easily. And look to the verb where it's a regular verb and the past participle is the word worn. Now we are going to remember the main points in our video that we started or we recorded. We were talking about the word can, and the word can is used in the passive to express the ability, and the rule of that is to start with the object plus the word can and then be, and finally the past participle. Thanks for watching. With my best wishes, Mr. Abdul Hakim Al Dabah, the pre-university teacher in Omar bin Abdul Aziz High School.